Now we talked about the new normal coming up here, so I wonder, I want to get your take on what kids can do to maybe create a video while they're at home and send something. Maybe they don't have these full game videos at this time, and they might not for the foreseeable future. So, what are your thoughts on maybe putting something together at home that they can still share so that coaches can kind of get an idea of their play?
That's a great question. Here at the university, we've done everything we can to stay connected to our student body. We've made calls out. Our alumni association has put together so many different, videos and blogs, just trying to stay connected. I think to the point, what can the players do? And then on the other side, what can the coaches do to stay connected to the players? And I know I'm all the time getting short little. I know Dan Gasper, if you know anything about goalkeeping, he puts out, and it's just 3-4 minutes, might be just basic handling. So there's a lot of different people out there putting short videos together on the coaching side, but similar, I think players can do the same. One of our former players, Louis Smotherman, is the executive director of the Baton Rouge, and they are putting out things on behalf of their players, the backyard, just doing some type of training. But I think it's going to be limited, no question. And I think too, obviously coaches want to see more of the player than just something in the backyard. But I think, as you said earlier, if that is just the starting point, it's an attention getter, then they can go back to maybe some old video. But and that's happened before. You might have a player send a video that's 6 months old, but if that's the new norm right now, until we can get some kind of up to date video, maybe put together something that catches their attention, and then maybe use some old video. But yeah, I think that's the challenge, both from the coaching side. Hey, what can we do to keep our players connected? And then on the player side, hey, how can I get the attention of a college coach and others? Because a lot of clubs are starting their tryouts and they've been grounded. So they're wanting to. All this is all trying to be figured out. I know in South Carolina here, they're not resuming play until June. And in some states, they're going to resume the league and try to finish it up and get state cup in, and et cetera, et cetera. So
Yeah.
I know on the college level, there's talk about maybe even limiting the amount of games next year. There's just a lot of unknowns, and so we're all navigating this together. So I don't think there's a real right answer to that question, but I think anything and everything at this point that you can do to stay in front of the coaches, and as the coaches side stay in front of their players, it's going to be beneficial.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's going to come down to the kids, I think, being proactive anyway. They should definitely not just send one email and think they're done. So whatever they can do, like you said, to kind of just stay in front and see what happens. That's what we're all going to have to do at this point.
Exactly. Exactly.